I'm doing the Shadow Man Shuffle. I'm doing the Shadow Man Shuffle. I said for all you vinyl varmints and your record collecting crew, have I got a box of records for you. Doing the Shadow Man Shuffle.
Now available on CD.
Today's show. Hello everybody, Shadow Man.
Howdy, Daddy, good to see you,
Oh,
Professor.
good to see y'all. Good to be back in Studio F. And here at the Controls Tower Center. And today we're going to do something just a little different for episode 18. Now, our last episode was about Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. And my good friend and compatriot, Shadow Man, says,
Your shadow.
why don't you go grab like 10 albums, which is what we usually do, out of my stuff, go into the magic basement and just grab about 10, what you think you'd, be able to gab about, which I don't have much of a problem with, if you're aficionado of this show.
We have similar tastes in some things and complete opposite in others. Like
Yeah, your taste's broader than mine.
I didn't know I had Zappa with Captain Beefheart downstairs on the shelf. Probably been there, 20-some years, maybe more.
That's nothing.
Well, that's when I bought it. You buy this stuff, you buy a huge quantity, you buy out a flea market, 600 records, you sort them, you put them on the shelf, and then some of them you just don't get around to listening to. And
no, because some albums you listen to over and over and over again.
That's right.
And it's go bo diddly once and again. But
yeah.
Anyway, I grabbed these out of just the first 2 boxes I came to because there's lots of interesting stuff there. Now, that's part of the charm, I'm assured.
Oh, we'll find you.
Okay. The Ronettes. Now this is on Philly, presenting the fabulous Ronettes. Must be their first album. And Veronica, of course, is Ronnie Spector. This is very cool. The musicians on this are quite amazing too. Leon Russell and other Wrecking Crew and Carol Kay and very neat.
And you see that way down in the very corner, right?
Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono.
That's right.
Sonny the Bono.
Baby, don't go. Yeah. Sonny Bono. Now, a few years ago, I went to a Detroit Fest in New York City. It was outside, Mitch Ryder, Death, the Gories. Very cool. And Question Mark and the Mysterians played. And what a frontman, what a great band they are live. And Ronnie Spector came out, and people went, crazy, of course, in New York City. Can't give her justice, but it was a very cool experience.
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime. Now, we just did a Lou Reed show, but I didn't have this with me, but my Shadow Man didn't know that he had this.
You
so
call me Mikey.
What
Everybody calls me.
Yeah.
Everybody, both of you.
Both me, yes.
Yeah.
Loaded, their 4th album on Cotillion. This is the one with Sweet Jane. So this is like a very cool album. A Doug Yule period, of course. John Cale, long gone by then. I grabbed this album.
Oh my God.
Because as a young person, and so much is open to you, and I used to go to this doctor for allergy shots, which is another, but he had great magazines in his office. Dr. McBurney. And he had Coda, a jazz magazine. You said, you're 15, you're seeing pictures of Sun Ra and stuff. You think, maybe there's something to this, I should listen to some jazz and everything. And that's how you find out things that you don't like also. And fusion,
That was a
these
blind...
guys played something with Miles Davis, that's cool and everything, but...
That was a blind buy Toronto years ago. I bought it because look at that cover.
Yeah, and we never... It never settled into one of the raving faves.
I still don't get it.
I grabbed these because you have an original Roxy Music Country Life and you have the censored version. It came out later on, and all of a sudden, the women on the front disappeared. And the front is the same as the back. I believe this is the 4th Roxy Music album. Still the original ensemble with Andy McKay. And I think Siren after that was like the first 5, the big slam that they put out when they were really the original Roxy music. I grabbed this. This is Hot Rocks Volume 2, More Phased Cookies, which features a side that has harder to get things, early stuff off the EPs, Poison Ivy, like the real, actually the first single, Come On, Chuck Berry song is on here too. And all this was on 45s. This is the first place it was really assembled. Andrew Loog, Oldham, liner notes, you know, very nice. Like this album, and the first Hot Rocks album sold a bunch anyway. I heard a story about the first Hot Rocks album that the Rolling Stones recorded Brown Sugar, and they put it out on their own label. That was their first thing that they put out. But it turned out they showed them making it in the Gimme Shelter movie, and London said, we're still on our dime at that time. So in agreement, they let them put Brown Sugar on the Hot Rocks album on London. So there.
I've learned something today.
Yes, yeah, because there was films of it. They had evidence. They showed him making it, you know.
Worth getting out of bed for.
'69 tour. I grabbed this because it's a nice mono copy. Oh, I love this album. All the Chuck and Bo, and this has Mona on it, which they left off the first album so they could put Not Fade Away on. But yeah, great mono, all down the line. Great Brian and Keith interplay there. I grabbed this, a Roy Buchanan album, Guitar Whiz, right? Everybody's Roy Buchanan. Nice, old, original, spotty album. Now, Roy Buchanan says he plays the lead on Susie Q, the Dale Hawkins original. And James Burton says, no, that was me. So there was always a feud going on, kind of like who actually played it. Saw James Burton down in New Orleans at the Ponderosa Stomp. Quite a guy.
You get around.
Try to.
There it is.
Bongo Fury, the live album. Probably the song Muffin Man got played on the radio anyway. But it was Zappa helping his friend Don Van Vliet out and giving him some touring space, and used to let him do some of his songs. Boy, and this was like later Frank. Cool. Bongo Fury. He thought he was a man, but he really was a muffin. Now, these are all, you see there, they're like Zappa, Rolling Stones. They were all in the same kind of area of a mass of records. So this was easy. This I grabbed because it's the original Happy Jack by The Who. And I noticed that this is an American one. It's New York City, printed in the back, and a little ad for the first album. Yeah, nice little slice out of the corner, so makes me wonder if it wasn't a great seller. The Who weren't really on the radar around here, I thought, until like I Can See for Miles and everything. I don't remember hearing my generation and things that they must have been out there.
I'm having a brain cramp.
Happy Jack. Maybe that's just my own knowledge.
I can't remember what I've heard earlier to this by The Who. I can't remember what the hell the song was. I'm having a senior moment.
Kids Are All Right?
No, before that.
Okay, well.
It might come to me yet.
This is why I was in this area of the records. Yeah, Psychedelic Effect, sorry. This is the West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. And you bought this, brand new, Blind By, right? When it came out in the 60s.
Blind By in Toronto.
Yeah.
Love the cover.
Yeah.
Brought it home,
This
played
is, turned out to be quite a collectible record.
Yeah.
And they say, you know, whatever that means.
Well, it's
Yeah.
has some value to it, and
Yeah. What I
Up on the
understand, it was a
rock.
guy who was about 30, considered an older guy, who had a younger band, and he kind of guided them. But we've actually listened to it not too long ago. What Zappa song? Help I'm a Rock?
yeah,
It's
help
on
'em
here,
out.
yeah.
No, I don't know. You'll have to check the back there.
Yes,
I can't
yes,
see it.
but check the back. Excuse me.
One moment, please. Do not adjust your set.
Help I'm a Rock.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it probably, seems to me it would be within the same year of Freak Out.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
like 66 and this was 67, you know, it's
Yeah, and it
amazing
says
that got covered.
it says part 1, and I checked. I went to their actual website, West Coast, their website, and there's no indication that there is a site 2.
But you said there
It's.
are
they're
3
asking-
albums, you said, right?
I think there's 2. One's a Child's Guide to Good and Evil. I think I'm probably screwing that up too. But they're both up there in the $200 to $300 range, depending on the condition.
Yeah.
So I think
Especially
it was Stoner showed this one.
Original as this get out. Yeah, this is a kind
So-
of an infamous album in the
You have a legacy.
record collecting
Yeah. So
society.
stuff you buy just blind, you think, you know, you listen to, oh, that's horrible. And you
or
listen
by
to it.
label or something, or
So
very
I've a
cheap
lot of
and-
blind buys. Some of them have turned out to be very good. Some have been, and then
Yes.
there's surprises like that one.
Some have charted on the hit parade.
That's right.
Well, hey, that was the Shadow Man Shuffle.
Yeah, you.
Go grab 10, and I enjoyed myself. That was a little less rehearsed than our strictly scripted,
Yeah, strictly.
usual ones. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you really like us. And you've had your tea.
Yeah, had your tea. What the fun? Doing the Shadow Man Shuffle. Doing the Shadow Man Shuffle.